Good morning, everyone. It's Celestie-Lou here. So, recently I've decided to participate in Inktober this year. Even though I've never participated in the official prompt list, I still try to make ink-only drawings every year, although they're usually based on my OCs. And this year is no exception. I wanted to get a head start on Inktober this year, so I sketched out the first few days so I can line them later. So let's let the prep begin. The biggest difference between this year and previous years is that I'll be participating digitally. Currently, all of my artwork is digital, and while I like to keep my traditional art skills up to date, this year I need to hone my digital line art skills a little bit more. I want to add some more line weight and line shading to the actual line art. That way it'll add some more interest, which will make shading the colors once I get to the flats a bit easier. For a little while, I was toying with the idea of doing colored lines, like I usually do in my illustrations, but I decided for this to veto that and just do black and white lines instead. I've already planned out who I'm going to be drawing in what situation on what days of October, and some of them I'm really looking forward to drawing. So I think in November I'll take some of my favorite ones and actually color them. The characters I'll be drawing this month are Preston, Andi, Michael, Dazielle, and Amaya. So I really enjoy designing different outfits that each of my characters would wear. So far in the comic, the outfit most commonly seen is their school uniforms, which is pretty simple, even with the yellow or pink accents. But to design everyday clothes is another thing entirely. It has to take into consideration who they are and what their style is, as well as which colors look best on them. Like this dress on Andi. She doesn't get too hot or too cold easily, so she often wears tank tops or sleeveless tops. It also works since her fighting style is more martial arts heavy, so it works to keep her arms unobstructed, and same with her legs. She wouldn't be one to wear high heels, so she's able to run and move without worrying if a heel will break off. I also want to work on poses more, so I'm going to push the line of action and body language so I'm not fully relying on facial expression to convey what the characters are feeling. So line of action is one of those big artisty words that's usually thrown about when we're talking about figure drawing and how to draw poses on people. Essentially, my definition boils down to one line you take to get from your head to your foot. Drawing a portion of the body that breaks away from the line of action will create interest. So usually it'll be an arm or the other leg that's not being used to create the actual line of action. So I really want to talk about the canon of these drawings. I found an OC prompt list on Pinterest and realized that most of these are indeed canon. Only a few of these are headcanon instead of totally canon, so this is going to be really fun to do. So gender-swapped Michael that we see here is indeed an actual thing and will be seen in Season 2. So let me take a minute to sort of define what canon and headcanon is, at least by my book. Canon is the actual thing that happens in the story and is explicitly stated. Headcanon is basically someone's idea of what can very plausibly happen in the story, but isn't expressly stated. So I know I need to practice drawing Amaya in different angles, but honestly this month I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple and for the most part just draw her in her profile view, which is the view that I am most comfortable drawing her in at the moment. Dragons aren't my strongest suit at the moment, but I am planning on working on it. And right now I'm tending to base their anatomy more off of wolf anatomy, so it's just a matter of practicing how wolves work and I will get a pretty good idea of how I want my dragons to work too. So here's my first few sketches for Inktober 2021. Thank you all so much for watching my first video, at least my first voiceover video. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think as I keep going it'll get better and better with each video that passes. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you so choose, and have a good day. Bye bye!